Morning. Well, I'm going to look into the Laundrie family, and what I get is just pretty bizarre about the parents. You know, it's so odd that the minute they open this up, they go there and they find these partial remains, and his backpack is there, and this, you know, and they've searched the area and searched the area and searched the area before. And this area was supposed to have been underwater. And so it's just, they go right to the spot. It's something is odd. So I wanted to look at it. And what I got first card out was about, we're looking at their actions. Okay, we've got our black cat here. Psychically, just knew where to go immediately. And the challenge with that is about this, about Petito's death, and about the fact that they haven't been forthcoming, but now all of a sudden, 5 weeks later, when there's been a body there, okay, now all of a sudden they have the action to know where to go, where this is at. Are they all of a sudden psychic? What's going on with them? Okay, so what about this information they know all of a sudden? So let's look into that. So the conscious thoughts, they're beleaguered. Okay, definitely not having a good time with it for sure. But the interesting thing I got with that is their nightmares and stuff at night, and just, they don't want to talk, they don't want to ante up anything. But now all of a sudden, they rush over to this place, and way they see themselves is getting themselves out of trouble. Okay, looking for calmer waters. Now this is odd. Okay, this is odd. This is weighing over them, and they're looking for calmer waters. Okay, now when they found his backpack and human remains, did either of them shed a tear? Didn't sound like it. Didn't sound like there was any emotional thing from his parents. None of that was, recorded. Okay, again, odd. What's going on? Subconsciously abusing power, because above it, there are opportunities to help, but they abused their power. They weren't going to give up anything. They lawyered up right away, weren't giving information, wouldn't, again, odd. And underneath of that, energy surrounding it, this is fishy. Okay, it's the stinky fish card. Stinky fish when it comes to underneath of it, this death, the whole saga. And especially with finding his remains now, stinky fish. Stinky fish. Okay. Again, something is not adding up, because we have here, in the past, they've been asking and asking and asking for information. And, when it comes to this investigation, hopes and fears are about the investigation. Is there hoping they will find him, or is the fear that they would have found him too early, found that body too early? Okay, which is it? Short term, we got looking for the truth, of course. And, they've been hiding again. Usually you have the Four of Wands up on the hill celebrating. This is not up on the hill celebrating. This is in their home looking out, hid away from the truth. Hid away from the truth. Hiding the truth. So if it is Brian's remains, let's speculate here a little bit. If it is his remains, his parents knew where he was all along. Did they, know he did it and take him out? Okay. Or was there an opportunity, someone else there that was taken out and they did this cover-up for him to get away? We'll have to wait and see what we find out with the DNA. But something, again, is so odd and fishy. There is just something that is not right about this. Okay, there is something. You don't immediately go 5 weeks later and immediately find his backpack and these things, go immediately to the right place. Not a tear is shed, okay? So something is extremely, extremely odd. And these cards are not, it is not, it is not looking good, okay? It's not looking good. I'm going, what's going on? What's going on? Did they have a hand? If it is his, did they have a hand? Did they take him out to avoid prison, to avoid a trial, to avoid all of these other things? That's a horrible thing to think, but, you've got to wonder. Okay, you got to wonder because of the oddness of this. And if it's not his remains, then whose are they? Okay? Was it a setup? Okay, was it a setup? How long ago did they go pick up his car when it was out there? Okay. And I would like to have known what was the note that was on the car. They said when they had found the car, there was a note on it. What was the note? That was never revealed. Okay? The note was never revealed. So just more questions than answers at this point. Have the cards been wrong all this time? Did I misread it all this time, that he was actually there? Did the parents take him out? Did they find a homeless person or something, or just happened to come across a body that was in there for some time, for Lord only knows some other reason, and then put his backpack and stuff there? Okay? I don't know if this is a story where we'll ever get the full details of what happened. But all one can say is you giving me nose kisses? Are you giving me nose kisses this morning, Missy May? So we may never get the full story behind this, but all we can say, it's definitely a fishtail has been going on. It's fishy. Yes, kiss nose to nose. Nose to nose. She's so funny. That's her new thing, nose to nose. You give nose kisses? Yeah. Were you an Eskimo? Were you were you an Eskimo in your last life? Were you? Yeah. Are you working on becoming an Eskimo? Is that it? Yeah, nose to nose. My cray-cray girl here. So anyway, I'm going to leave it here. We've got, again, more questions than answers. If, those remains been out there for 5 weeks, it's going to be hard to distinguish the DNA. It could be difficult. So we'll have to see what comes out. But no matter which way it plays out, I think there's still going to be questions. If it is his remains, How did they know exactly where to go look the minute it was open? Okay. Why was not a tear shed? Okay, this is the son that's lost that they're so worried about. Okay. What was the note on the car? More questions than answers. Let's watch and see what happens. Step one, we have to find out, are those his remains or are they not? And if they're not, whose are they? And if they are, what happened to him? Okay? Because I don't feel he took his own life. I haven't gotten that feeling ever with it. Okay? Okay. So let's wait and see what happens. You know, what were they looking for in the Laundrie home so much? Okay. Mystery. This one is a mystery. I'm going to leave this here and we'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, I know. Loving. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online. Oh, May to May.